For education, again, we are dealing with the challenges of success. We are not talking about basic education. We are not talking about tertiary education, more universities, more polytechnics, through train, Sec 1, no O-level examinations, and then A-levels and so on. And it's not just for the people in normal schools or mainstream schools or those at the top. We are also addressing education of those who might not be able to make it to your universities. So PM has a very beautiful phrase for this. Many peaks in a mountain range. So imagine a mountain range, there are many peaks. Some who can climb to Mount Everest, you climb Mount Everest. Others who cannot climb Mount Everest, you climb maybe Kinabalu, Mount Kinabalu. And yet others, maybe Bukit Timah Hill. But everybody can climb a peak. And we're going to spend time on you. We're not laughing that you can only climb Bukit Timah Hill, because Bukit Timah Hill can also offer you something. So we are going to pour in money to give you the necessary skills in order for you to have some usefulness, some skills where you can find good jobs wherever you are. You maximize your abilities, maximize your potential. So education is different pathways to the top. Then the third issue, which I think is the most sensitive politically, is immigration. All of us feel, without any statistics, there are just so many of them in Singapore. So the question is, do we decant some of them so that Singapore becomes less crowded? We can do that because when the work permit or work permits expire, we don't renew the work permits. So slowly, every year, 10%, we can reduce to the level where we are all comfortable. And PRs, well, if they don't take up Singapore citizenship after a certain number of years, we can take away the PRs. Now, all this can be done. But what are the consequences? We've got to think through. So every solution has its own set of problems. And you've got to think through the problems before we decide on the solution. So immigration is one area where I would like to hear your views on, whether you feel that there are too many of them here, whether we should, in future, if not to reduce now, in future, slow down the pace of immigration into Singapore. My own view is we should try and slow down the pace of immigration. Because we have done a study that for Singapore to be comfortable, to be livable, our population shouldn't go beyond 6.5 million. This is based on infrastructure, on space for recreation, factories, IRs, and so on. 6.5. We're about 5.1, 5.2 now, 5.1. So do you really want to go up to 6.5? It's not a target. It is just a planning norm. So what should our target be? Well, my own view is we can grow slowly, from the point of a population, from immigration. Maybe you reach 5.5. We hold it steady. I think we can still live in Singapore quite comfortably. And that's a personal point of view. So what's your point of view? How do we manage the flow of immigration? And how do we select good quality immigrants who want to come? We just open the Singapore gates to everybody who wants to come. Let there be many applicants. We select the right ones. So these are the areas where I would like to hear your views. I'm not going to repeat the arguments by PM. Otherwise, you'll be hearing the National Day Rally twice. No, just giving you the explanation why we did certain things. If I were to go through the explanations, you're hearing it twice, which is no good. I think we don't want to do that. We want to explore the way forward. So my message tonight is we face complex problems of a high order. We've got to find ways to resolve them. We can resolve them, but that requires cooperation on the part of everyone. That requires an understanding of the rationale behind this. That requires knowing that whenever you have a solution to a problem, you have other consequences. The example is housing. The solution has created many unhappy Singaporeans. Those who miss out, those who can't buy this, who can't upgrade, and so on. So we are already feeling the unhappiness. Question is, was the policy good? Unhappiness plus those who are happier. In total, there's net happiness. There's no such thing called total happiness. Don't believe in it. So it's whether we create net happiness in all this. So the message will be, face the complex problems together. Let's find ways forward. And no matter how complex it is, so long as we have the Singapore spirit, we can resolve them. So tonight, let me hear your contributions to this resolution of our conundrum. Thank you.